Hello, Scorpio North Node. Welcome to your reading for the Spring Equinox 2023. This is a general reading, so not all the messages will apply to you. Just take what resonates and let the rest float away to whoever else in your Scorpio North Node collective needs to hear that message at this time. If you are feeling this reading, do give it a like, a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe so that I can better connect to your energies, and click the bell to be notified so that you know when I upload. This is a North Node reading. I do not read for any other placements. So if you are not sure where your North Node is, do check out the link in the description box, which will take you to a North Node chart. And there you can look up your birthday and see where the North Node was at that time. All of the sections of this reading will be time-stamped so that you can come back and revisit any section that you want to review or hear again over the next 3 months, as this reading will be valid for 3 months from the spring equinox. So let's say March 20th to June 20th. What else do I need to say? So the energy of this reading is all about emerging from the cocoon, emerging from the longer nights and shorter days to longer days and shorter nights, so more light. And we're stepping into this light with transformations that have happened on the etheric and quantum level, and we're figuring out now how to walk through our day-to-day 3D life with these new energies that we have acquired, or energies that have transformed within us. Excuse me. I am as well. So I'm getting used to, like, my voice is a little different than it used to be. And there's no good or bad to it. It just is different. So if you're new to my channel, I will explain quickly what the different phases of this reading are. First, we'll do the universal energies, those big overarching energies that are at play for you, Scorpio North Node, in this 3-month time period from the spring equinox. Then we'll do the 5D, that's your higher self, your future self, and what areas of your life they feel will be most beneficial for you to examine in the next 3 months. Then we'll do the 3D, what is showing up in your 3D reality as opportunities for growth. We will ask how to bridge the 3D with the 5D. And then I will pull 4 cards to check out which areas of your life or how you can best ground your energies, your new energies in the next 3 months. So every time I do these readings, the final 4 cards are different. And this time around, we are focusing on grounding. And then I will pull your final oracles. Is there anything else? Nope, I think that is all of my spiel for today. So I will pull your universal energies, Scorpio North Node. Birth of Angels. Oh, I don't know if I remember what that one is called. Let me just get all of them first. Okay. Okay, you've got a lot coming out for you today. So the first one, as I said, Birth of Angels. Is it going to focus? Hello? You may need some more light in here. Friendship. companion's love, work, footprints, and Chenrezig manifestation. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for your overarching energies, there's great potential for you to commune with the divine at this time. And this awareness of the divine opens up the potential for you to renew your relationships, both platonic, romantic, and your work relationships. So on this side, we have a lot of relationship energies, how you interact with other people, your level of intimacy, and not physical intimacy, but how much you allow people to know you and understand you, and how much you give that in return. And then with footprints and Chenrezig manifestation, I see there's a great potential for you to break ancestral patterns at this time, and to heal anything that has come through your bloodline, your family lineage, your family experiences. So I feel very, when I was doing the pre-shuffle for your reading Scorpio North Node, the energy was quite heavy. And I feel that the universe is extending its hand to you to come towards a lighter place, but not to save you from the heaviness, but so that you know how to balance that, the lower vibrations within yourself. And lower does not mean bad, but there's also vibrations of like where you just are not seeing the bigger picture or the way out for yourself. I think when we go to the 5D, we'll see more, which I'm going to do right now. So I won't speak before the next set of cards come out. We have throat chakra, friendship and abundance, divine masculine, reflection. These are going together. I just had this feeling you're going to get a lot of cards. Coherence, dynamic, okay, and the last one there. Transformation. And at the bottom of the deck, you have prosperity. So Scorpio North Node. So what I'm feeling here is that with your throat chakra here, your self-expression is very important at this time, looking at what you express and how you express it. I also have the feeling that you should be aware of who you are speaking to when you speak. And that does not mean that your truth changes with who you speak with, but the way that you communicate with them may have to be different in order for you to get your point across. They're also indicating that you should review the reasons, like the intention behind what you say and why you're saying it, right? Or how you say it. With the friendship card in abundance here, it's like if you want to create favorable conditions, then what you speak into being has to reflect that. I feel a great energy of feeling misunderstood. And this, your guides, your higher self, your future self, wants you to recognize that you are on a path to abundance. And that abundance is coming from your divine connection. Not everyone is going to understand that. But you can and will attract friends who are also connected to that stream of abundance and not looking at you enviously or jealously. They're actually going to be cheering you on. With divine masculine and reflection here, I'm seeing let's read from the card here. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. And then reflection, the energy of reflection supports our growth through the insights we get from the contemplations of self and others. Here I feel you have to balance what you feel you intuitively know with the advice that you're getting from people around you and with the values and sometimes limitations that we've learned through dealings with our family. So you have the chance this next 3 months to really break out of any patterns of lack, any poverty mindset. I feel, Scorpio North Node, you may be not just financially successful, but successful at life. You're learning. This transformation is propelling you forward and teaching you to just be more successful at life, more successful with how you deal with people, you're in your connections. They'll be more fruitful, they'll be more satisfying. The divine masculine energy, though, is saying that you do have to, there's times to sit and wait and let things come to you, and there's times to go out and kind of, grab life by the short and curlies, as they were saying. And this is you actively seeking that healing, actively reflecting on why you think what you think, why you do what you do. And if your actions are not in alignment with your deeper values, then that needs to be assessed, because coherence here is saying the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. So when we are acting out of, when our heart and mind are not aligned, then our manifestation abilities are greatly reduced, and we're also starting to manifest from an unconscious place. And so we may manifest things that we don't actually desire, right? And this is where the breaking of the cycles comes in this corner with the footprints and Chenrezig manifestation. It's time for you to walk your walk. Your walk and your talk have to be in alignment. And the next 3 months, it's a good time to investigate that. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. So you're going to take what is good and what is useful for you. I feel discernment coming in. You're going to be able to take the best of what you've experienced and combine it with new, fresh ways of being, new ideas. It may seem challenging at first, but I see on this side here with the transformation that your whole circle of people around you is going to change to support the path that you're on. So this transformation, your inner transformation, will spawn an outer transformation that will first show up as, they're saying, like the changing of the guard. So the people who support you the most some people will be leaving your life, but I won't say better people are going to come in, people who are more appropriate for this next chapter. And you're being advised as well to let things go with ease and understand that all of this upheaval is so that your outer world reflects your inner world. And it may seem chaotic at first because, you're still integrating all of the changes. I'm going to go to your 3D now. We have the Infinity card, and I'm never sure which way is up and which way is down on this card. I think this way is up. Now that card is specific to this deck, so we have the Devil in reverse. Hierophant in reverse, that is clear. and another reverse card, Temperance in reverse. Okay, so what's going on in your 3D reality as opportunities for expansion? Okay, so this card is actually called the Universe. It's like the World card, but you're having opportunities to expand your understanding of your world. And you'll be confronted with many opportunities and sometimes challenges to shift your thinking and to see things from a new perspective. I see you recognizing opportunities to create abundance within your relationships. So you may find friendships turning into business relationships as well. I also feel that some of you will be realizing that some of the relationships that you are in that you thought were mutually beneficial, that you're actually getting the short end of the stick. And in that, you may not know what to do with all of that information that's coming in. The feeling that I'm getting, because once we go to the devil in reverse, it's like there's a resistance to changing the status quo. So some of these relationships that you've had, they're very long-term friendships. I'm feeling more the energy of like friendships, family, and they're just being a status quo, and you learned how to deal with certain people and not rock the boat, but the boat must be rocked. Because you have undergone what I'm feeling in my body right now for you, Scorpio North Node, is that there's a fundamental shift in your energy and a fundamental expansion of how you understand life. And for some of you, this is actually just a return, like a deconditioning of what you have learned through life. Because the Hierophant in reverse is saying that you will be confronted with breaking tradition, with going against the norms, societal norms, or what's norm in your cultural group, your social group, and you'll be challenged with balancing that which you know, and that which you know through conditioning and learning through life and in society, and that which you are getting from the divine. There's I see like a big soup, a big soup of energies from all of these different relationships in your life, and you sorting through them to define your way forward, which can cause great frustration. Temperance in reverse. You may feel lost, unsupported, and if you feel a lack of support, you may feel a lack of support in, your human being circle. So humans, but there is support for you in your spirit team, your star family who you have not necessarily met yet. Some of your star family you have met, but you guys have not settled into a relationship, a fruitful relationship yet, or really like recognizing each other. So that's part of what's opening up for you right now. Is there's even the potential for some of your more strained relationships to turn into like really positive connections, just because you learn how to communicate better with each other, and how to see each other from a higher perspective, and how to better live with people who have a differing opinion than you. So you may encounter people who have different points of view, different lifestyles, but they live from the same internal value system. And some of your greatest conflicts that will come in relationships is because you're realizing that you have people who are not living from the same internal value system. And that will be something that will be difficult for you to navigate now that you are more divinely connected. I'm going on to how to bridge the 3D with the 5D now. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Ten of Wands in reverse, and the 8 of Wands in reverse. Lots of wands. Oh my goodness. And they say one more. There we go. And the 7 of Wands. I knew the 7 of Wands was coming. Because when I saw the 5, I thought it was the 7. So, interesting. 4 of Pentacles here. I feel that you need to weigh your options and not move forward too quickly. Conserve your resources. I feel you'll have a lot of opportunities come towards you. Offers of friendship, offers of love, business offerings, because of the vibration that you're emanating and that you're not even necessarily 100% aware of because it's not fully integrated yet. But other people sense it on a subconscious level and will want to interact with you, do business with you. Let me hold this up again. Share resources with you. You know, here is a lone swan, and swans usually, you know, they mate for life, right? They're very devoted partners. But this swan is alone. So while you have many suitors on all levels of relationship, it's important that you are taking stock of what you have now, of what your assets are, not just material, yes, but no, they're saying your position in life. It's important that you have a full appreciation for your position in life. So some of you may have certain talents. Some of you may have financial resources to invest. Some of you may have certain connections that can be beneficial to others. But if you are not aware of what it is you have to offer, then you set yourself up for misuse and being taken for granted or taken advantage of. That which we undervalue is exactly, leaves it vulnerable to being stolen, used, and abused by others because we don't protect it as we should. And we don't demand in return for what we give. We don't demand the appropriate compensation, the appropriate exchange of energy, if you will. So be discerning. Discernment came up down here too. Just be discerning and make sure that you understand your value when you're entering into any type of agreements, friendship, romantic, business, or otherwise. Five of Wands, we see here as well, this person's in the middle holding these flowers while everything around is chaotic, right? Holding your center in the face of competition, conflict is going to be important for you in the next 3 months. And you're better off not mixing in any battles. They're saying that it's not a time for you to compete for abundance and for recognition. It is a time to get really clear about what you want and where you want to go, and to keep that alignment with your higher self, the divine, and plan with them. Like, make your plans with them. Your social, your interpersonal relationships, the people around you in this next 3 months, they're going to be, it will look very different come summertime. Like come June, July, your circle will look very different. So it's important that you maintain your center so that the new people who come in as people are going out are the right people aligned for you. The Ten of Wands in reverse. I'm also getting this feeling of like, just let's not fight anymore. Let's not carry other people's burdens. Let's not carry the burden of other people's expectations of us either. You don't owe anybody anything that you're not willing to give. Right? So while there may be norms, right, of how one is recognized, how one is respected. So they gave me the picture of a family where the elders, where children don't do things without the approval of their elders. Like, you don't marry without their approval, for example. The school you choose. So basically, if you want to be an independent mind, you may end up having to sacrifice familial relationships. And this could be a painful process if you grew up in a culture where, the collective is more important than the individual, which is not the Canadian or American mindset, societal mindset, but in some Asian cultures that would be the case. But even so, you could also just be part, regardless of which culture you've grown up in. If you grew up in a tight family unit with certain norms that are to be respected, but those norms are not serving you, then it could be difficult to go against the grain. But the Ten of Wands is saying, like, just relieve yourself of the burden of needing to satisfy other people's expectations, and that being a reason why you cannot move forward with what you intuitively feel is right for you or what your soul is calling for. When we have the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Wands, nothing is going to move forward until you assert your independence, your independent thought, your way of thinking. Does this need to be loud? Maybe. The lion is there. His hand is on his heart here. And he's holding up a wand saying, this is me. This is my uniqueness is my power in this life. Your transformation is deeper than you realize. You will come to realize it, and it will be difficult to ignore. And if you ignore it, this is not like a brooding warning, but if you ignore it, it will show up in your life in other ways. As frustration, as physical ailments, mostly I feel that you could end up feeling very trapped by the people around you. But you also have to give them a chance to understand the new you. So being combative about it, this is also the 10 of Wands in reverse. It's like being combative about it is not going to get you anywhere. And the 5 of Wands. Your job is simply to be the beacon of light that you are, and to have the courage to do so. That's basically all they're asking for of you. I know, all they're asking of you is to, be the one odd person out in your family or in your social group, and take whatever comes as a result of that. Yeah, it can be daunting, but your spirit team is behind you, and that transformation would not have occurred if it was not what's best for you. We're going to go into the cards to ground. What are the, how can you ground yourself in this time? We have the 6 of Earth. Twelve of Earth. King of Water. 12 of Earth would be the Knight of Pentacles. And we have Wisdom. Okay. Six of Earth, 6 of Pentacles. You have all the tools that you need available to you. And it's important to understand, you need to understand that you have a lot to offer the world. You have a lot to offer all of your partnerships, of all natures of partnerships. You have a lot to offer. Understanding and valuing what you have to offer and asking for what you feel is fair in return is the first step to grounding this new energy that you have, and that manifesting abundance for you in all things. I feel that some of you have doubted that what you have to offer is enough. And so you've entered into partnerships that end up being depleting to your energy. So this is something that you do need to, they're pointing me to these chains here. Okay, yeah. If you are going to wear, I don't want to call it a burden, well, once you're going to take on responsibility, you want to make sure that you are also receiving the tools that you need to nourish yourself. So you don't want to be working a contract where you're on call on weekends and late nights. And yes, you have money, but you don't have time to enjoy it. Or take that how it resonates. Some of you may be fine with that. But make sure that things that you enter into are a balance of energy, give and take. I don't want to stay too long on that card. I'm going to move to the next one. So I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce this. I say seneschal, but I could be wrong. But in any case, it's the Knight of Earth, the Knight of Pentacles. And this is also about value. Understanding your value, taking stock of your value. But it's also about moving in a very deliberate and measured way forward. So this is about understanding the balance, like recognizing the balance. This to me is being confident enough to speak of your value and to speak your needs, and not being careful that this not in an arrogant way or blaming. Remember at the beginning we said understand the intentions behind your speech. So before you enter into any challenges, conflicts, conversations, understand what it is that you want to get out of the conversation, and understand also what it is that you're asking for an recognition of. If you know that this coming by the friendship card, if you know that you have given so much of your time, energy, resources to a friendship, and the person has rewarded that with telling your secrets or gossiping behind your back or not paying you back when you lend them money, then you need to understand your value and communicate that you're giving from a place of genuine caring and friendship, and you do not feel that being returned to you, right? There may be a need to, depending on the nature of the relationship, there may be a need to focus not on the things that have been exchanged or not exchanged, but the intention, like the actions and what those actions mean for how you are being valued. So grounding method 2, speak your value and be clear on when you enter into conversation what you would like to get out of the conversation. The King of Water I feel here you are being encouraged to balance and ground your emotions. And I feel that you also have the potential to be a very good mediator, like to be a master of emotions, to be able to step back from emotion and speak from a place of discernment, to understand when emotions are running high, it may not be the best time to talk about, to make serious decisions or critical decisions. And I find it interesting that the companion's love card and the work card are together. So you could have the potential of finding love in your work, a life partner, or establishing a business with a life partner. But what I'm getting here for your grounding is to be the calm in the storm, if you will. And the calm of the storm is because your inner knowing is so strong. And that goes to here, wisdom. Like, you have been through many hoops, many hurdles. You've done your best to satisfy societal needs. I'm feeling a lot of you have, and family requirements. But at this stage, you're not tossing that tradition aside as much as you are propelling it into the future. That seems like that's the sentence they gave me. So some of you are, the black sheep of the family, and you're doing things differently. People may not understand the path that you're on. But remember, if you do believe that you came to this life, you're a soul in human form, and you've chosen your parents and your family, you did that for a reason. So there is something in all of that family and ancestral past that is meant for you, right? That feeds you, that feeds into your soul's purpose. So what you have now, this time, I'm seeing the lamp as your inner guidance system, and the staff kind of as something you've inherited to guide you along your way. So your last grounding tip for the next 3 months is to lean into the things from your family lineage, from your cultural lineage that, that lift your spirit, that feed you, that make you feel joy, that make you feel loved. It could be cooking together, it could be certain meals, it could be rituals that you have around holidays. These are not things that you have to let go of, even if you decide that there's certain things that don't jive with your divine connection and with your inner light, right? And that balance, right? And then we're back at the Six of Pentacles here, which is all about the balance of give and take. You take what serves you from the tradition, and you move and you leave the rest, right? Okay, I'm going to go with your final oracles now. We're going to do 2 oracle cards and then like one little message. Oops, okay, that flew quickly. Let's see what we have here. Divine Feminine, Magnetic, Receptive Power, card 7. And I'm just going to read from the guidebook for these ones because I find that, if all has gone how it's supposed to go, then the message from the guidebook will be appropriate for closing the reading. Okay, this is the card of Isis, and she's bringing news of the deep reflection and increasing receptivity coming into your life. The Egyptian hieroglyphic symbol of the eagle represents spirit, and the wisdom of the soul brings to life. This eagle comes to rest upon her hands, bringing profound understanding. This card reveals a time of power, peace, and deepening clarity for you. Yet underneath this quiet resonance, your magnetic energy is swirling in accelerated motion, creating a vortex of attraction within and around you. Your yin energy is on the rise. It's a restful yet dynamic time, and it may call for you to go inward, to reflect on present situations, receive guidance, and make future plans. It's also a grounding time, one during which you, like Isis, choose to connect your own light with the gentle, supportive vibration of earth energy. There is a certain medicine in this conscious connection, ushering in balance and healing on many levels, including physical, emotional, and even financial issues. So allow yourself to open up to your own magnetic powers. This card could also herald the coming of a new woman into your life. This might be a close friendship or a burgeoning romantic love. Your growing receptivity is likely to call in an important karmic relationship at this time. Be open to the lessons and meaningful connections that lie ahead. And the affirmation is, I open myself to the divine feminine within and around me. As I get in touch with the warmth of my spirit, my magnetism grows. Yeah, I told you you're magnetizing. You're magnetizing abundance to you, your connection to the divine, your ability to reflect and plan based on, what you're observing. But you're in a great time of receptivity, right? The swan here is hanging out and taking stock of what is and waiting for the right offers to come towards it, right? Let's pull now. That was the Priestess of Light Oracle. We're going to pull from the Inner Peace Oracle. And I'll read from the guidebook for this one as well. Inner Peace. 41. Gratitude is the life force of peace. What are you thankful for? Yes, this is what we're saying. This is what we said about the, taking what worked for you and leaving the rest behind. Let's flip to the page here. In times of great uncertainty, go inward to find what is certain within you. Feeling good is most important, and developing a daily practice to help you connect to calm is a priority right now. Creating a daily routine that includes focusing on what you appreciate in life will help you connect to peace and lead you to joy. The fastest way to happiness and peace is to be thankful for what you have. Gratitude is the life force of everything. When things don't go well, it can be easy to fall into doubt, blame, and thoughts of separation. Return yourself to appreciation and repeat, all is well. Your divine assignment. Have you been focusing your attention on lack? You may feel pressure from the world to be more, have more, and do more, but your true self already knows that you are enough. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, take a moment to identify all the things you are grateful for. What is going well in your life? What are you thankful for? When we connect to all that is well with care, we can transform our suffering into freedom. Okay, and a final card. Oh, 2 cards. Let's see. We have creation. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. And blue flame, connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. So a lot of going inward here, Scorpio North Node, and just resting in your inner knowing, being grateful, and knowing that you are being guided through this next phase of transition, of integrating this energy, and anchoring yourself into it and not letting go. Don't let go of your lamp, right? Don't let go of the lamp. So that is your message, Scorpio North Node, for the spring equinox and the 3 months following. I do hope that that resonated with you and that there's some clarity and comfort. Do know that you are not alone on this journey. There are many of us who are also navigating some very deep energies, issues, shadow. It's just that time. It's just that time, and you are part of it. And I am happy to be at least a little bit of help if I can by communicating some messages for you. I wish you all the best and much success and love the next 3 months. And I will see you the next time around. Take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.